What's going on, guys? My name is Jeff, and I wanted to make this video for you today in hopes to provide you guys some value, and hopefully you guys can use it as a tool moving forward and implement into your practice. So today I'm going to be showing you guys and walking you through some systems that I've used to help chiropractors grow their business over the last 6 months. And so before you start freaking out, it's like, oh, just some other media marketer. I'm literally going to show you step by step on how you can literally use Facebook and some back-end tools to grow your business and make sure you get the highest ROI on Facebook. Now, I know a lot of people have been burned running Facebook ads. I get to, hit all the time, say Facebook ads don't work. Well, I will tell you that's a flat out lie. You just need to figure out a system that works, something that your consumers resonate with. I'm really going to show you step by step what I use for chiropractors to grow their business. So if you want, you can take this video and you can run with it and implement it into your practice. And I hope you do so. So I'm going to walk you through some things that I've built out specifically for your practice on top here, and kind of walk you through why I do each of these things and why it makes sense for you to do them too. And then again, hopefully you guys can use that moving forward. So I'm obviously going to be talking about the info and ads section of the business, right? And so right away, you're not running any ads right here. It's obvious. So we're not running any ads, which is totally cool. So I'm going to show you how, if you were to run ads, how you should properly structure them in order to effectively get the highest ROI from Facebook ad spend, right? So let's dive right in. So let's take a look here. So every single ad and or post on Facebook comes with two things. It comes with a text form and it comes with a picture or media form, right? So we want to make sure that both of those things are optimized to work in our favor. So let's talk about it. So you guys being in the Brookfield area, right? We want to make sure that we call out our Brookfield audience. And I know it sounds cliche, and we just want to make sure that we get to know these people, and that more so when they're scrolling through their feed on Facebook, that they understand that this conversation is for them. This applies to them. So anyone in the Brookfield area, when they're scrolling through and they see, hey, Brookfield, that's me. Hey, I live in Brookfield, that's me, right? So right away we got their attention because it applies to them, right? Now let's talk about why people make decisions in the marketplace in terms of buying and selling and purchasing and stuff like that. So people buy on emotions. People buy because they want their problem solved. So right away we want to touch on the emotion of the consumer. So let's take a look at how we can do that. So something we could say here, just an example. All this is an example, by the way. I just made it up for you guys. Have you struggled with stress or pain for quite some time? The team at McCann Chiropractic is here to help, right? So people have stress and pain. They're looking for a different approach. So let's figure out how to resonate with them. Let's call them out. Let's call out their pain points, literally, and let's resonate with them, right? So we're basically going to offer them a solution to their problem, right? So your health and well-being is important to us, so we want to introduce you to a drug-free way of health. Now, working with chiropractors, I know that drug-free is a big thing you guys promote. Obviously, it's important for consumers to understand that. So that you guys are offering a drug-free treatment solution for pain and other issues that they might be having in their life. So this is a new opportunity for the consumer to jump on board and start trying chiropractic care, right? So we've addressed the pain points and we've talked about a solution already. Very simple. And then we talk about a mission, right? So the consumer wants to know why a business is running a special, like what motivates you to run this special. So for your sake, you could run something like this. Our mission is to help improve the quality of life for the greater Brookfield community. To do so, we're running a wellness special. So we're giving back to the community, but in turn, we're also running a special that will translate to clients in your door, right? So the whole mission, obviously, is to get foot traffic in the door, but we want to make sure that we touch base with the consumer and meet them where they're at. So this next piece here, I'm going to kind of dive a little bit in detail on, because I've run a lot of advertisements, and this is why people get burned, right? So a lot of times I'll get, text messages and I'll get emails and I'll get follow-ups, and they say, hey, Jeff, I've run Facebook ads in the past and it just doesn't work. I'm not interested in this. So let me tell you what's up. So when I ask them what they ran, what special they ran, they'll say, hey, Jeff, I ran a $140 exam and a $65 adjustment for the same low price of $205. And I got no results. I burnt all my money on Facebook. I spent $100 on ads, spent $200, $500 on ads, and I didn't get anything in return. And I look at them and I say, of course you didn't get any return. It's because you did not meet the consumer where they're at. Remember, these people are cold to your business. They have no idea who you are. So why should they do business with you versus any other chiropractor in the area, right? We have to force them to get them to know us. And how do we get people to know us? By getting them in the door. So instead of worrying about your status and offering, a discounted service as a chiropractor, which a lot of people are afraid to do, go out of your way to get the consumer to resonate with you and provide them upfront value to get them in your door. Because if we don't get people in the door, we can't grow our practice, right? So we really want to provide the consumer something of major value that's going to take them, keep their interest, and say, hey, I want to redeem this and I want to go into McCann Chiropractic and get my first treatment in chiropractic because they've offered me such a good value that I'm going to choose to do business with them over any other office in Brookfield. So that's the whole goal. don't worry so much about the short-term cash. Don't worry about that $140 exam. Focus on getting people in the door and converting them to lifelong thousands of dollars in your pocket, lifelong clients for your business, which will translate to thousands of dollars in your pocket. I know I work with chiropractors, right? So don't focus on the short term, focus on the long term, getting people in the door. That's why we need to offer a good special for these people, right? So that's why I just want to kind of like go on a little tangent on that. That is the most important part of running any ad, is just to make sure you have a good special for the consumer, right? So again, the last piece here, we're running the special for a limited time only. First 30 people who claim this offer will receive a voucher. So get them while they last. It might be, it just shows that you guys have some capacity. Maybe it's 30 people, maybe it's 50, maybe it's 100 people. But at any rate, we just got to show that, hey, we have limited capacity. We can only take on this many new patients. So get them while they last, or, just get people to kind of convert right away. So that's just kind of like the little wrap up there. And then when you have I talked about the text and the media and the advertisement, this would just be the media that's associated with it. I made it for you. $180 value, yours today for $29, a wellness exam plus the first adjustment. I see a lot of people trying to get away with just running an exam, like a, 20, 25, 27, $30 exam. And they're like, no one's signing up for it. People don't care about the exam, man. People care about their first adjustment, because that is the solution to their problems. Remember, people pay for results. They don't pay for trying, right? An exam in their mind is trying. They won't trade their info for it. So let's figure out how we can capitalize and get people in the door. So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're reiterating our special. We're offering an exam and a wellness exam and a first adjustment, and we are getting people to come in the door, right? So what happens next, right? So Jeff, I've already gone through all this. What do I do next? So next, we need to get people to redeem. So if I was a consumer and I saw this and I was interested, I could click something like this that was claim my voucher. And what I see all too often is when people claim the voucher, they lead their consumer to a page like this. Boom, your website, right? And you're probably thinking, this is where I want my consumer to go. Great, everything's all good. But actually, I will actually disagree, because what happens is when people land on the website, you're forcing them to make all the right decisions, right? You're forcing the consumer to make all the right decisions. So as a business owner, you want me to go somewhere in here, and probably contact us, and then contact you, and then get in your door. But this is a great space for a website to house everything. You got the team, what to expect. You got everything you need to know about your office is good, but this is not the right place to take a consumer from a Facebook ad. And why is that? Because there's too much going on. There's too much confusion. Pretty soon I'm getting a phone call from my friend. Now I'm off your website. Now you lost me. You paid to get out in front of me. Now you've lost me. And that's why you're not getting any return on your Facebook ad spend, right? So we need to make sure that the space we take our consumer after they click through directly reflects what they saw on Facebook. So we could build out something like this, right? Boom, landing page, same kind of thing. There's no meet the team. There's no meet the doctors over here. There's no about the office. There's no how long we've been in business. This is a strict reflection of what the consumer saw on Facebook. So here, we got our complete wellness exam and our first adjustment, $29. As a consumer, I was interested in what I saw on Facebook. Now you've taken me to a space that reflects what I was interested in. I'm still interested. Nothing's changed. So what happens next? I click give me my voucher, right? So this is where everything magic happens. When you run Facebook ads, you want to capture information from people. You want to capture information. You want to make sure you get their info so that you can call them up and get to know them and schedule a time for them to come in your office, and just be able to get them in the office and provide value to them. That's how you're going to grow the practice, right? So what we're doing here is we're capturing everything we need to know. We're capturing first name, last name, phone number, and email. And by doing so, you're getting hot leads for your business. You're getting people that are interested in the special that you're running, and they're interested in coming into your office to get their pain or, whatever problem they have solved, right? So you're going to need to follow up with them and say, hey, got your information. Want to see if we can set up a time to come in and for you to redeem your voucher and for us to do our first adjustment and treatment with you, right? So getting to know them, getting them in your office, providing them value, converting them to lifelong clients, right? And by doing so, we also are doing a secondary thing other than capturing hot leads. We are building the mailing list for your business. So we are also capturing all this information that can be used to remarket and rebroadcast out to these people at a later time. Maybe 6 months from now, you're running a different special. Let's remarket to these people because we have their email address. Let's get out in front of them again. We already have that asset. So we're doing two things. We're capturing hot leads, and we're building a mailing list by doing so. So Facebook ads, again, people have been burned by them. This is a structure that needs to be followed. You need to follow it to a T, because what happens is people trying to deviate from this structure and they get burned by it. They say, oh, Jeff, I throw away thousands of dollars running Facebook ads. And then I look at what they were running and they didn't have a back end, or they were leading people to a website. People weren't coming in the door, or maybe they weren't offering a special, or maybe they were trying to charge $140 for an exam and no one was clicking through because consumers don't want to pay that much. That's way too big of a barrier of entry for your business. So again, you need to think about where the consumer's at and meet them there. And so I hope this all makes sense for you guys. Again, my name is Jeff. I do business in the local Milwaukee area. I work with chiropractors and gyms and all of nature. I don't currently work with anyone in Brookfield. So if you guys have any interest in like learning more about this or have any questions on this, I mean, you guys could take this all and do it yourself if you wanted to. But if you have any questions on how to get like started with doing so, I'd be happy to help. And again, my name is Jeff, and I really appreciate you if you've made it this far in the video for taking the time to watch. And I hope you guys have an awesome day.